Tonight, the stars. The movies.
I need you here.
It's time, Robbie. It's time.
Whisper a movie you've written in secret. Maybe I've even heard of it.
Maybe you have.
The surprises.
I'm still alive. Surprise.
The controversy.
I'm talking about diversity across all boards, Oscar, industry, everything.
The lack of black acting nominees at the Oscars it's not right.
The unforgettable moments. It's Hollywood's biggest night. And it all starts now. Here are Michaela Pereira and Don Lemon.
Welcome to Hollywood's biggest night. Hollywood has never looked so good. We're counting down to the start of the 88th Annual Academy Awards. I'm Michaela Pereira, high above the red carpet in sunny and warm Hollywood. What a night it's going to be. We're covering it all for you. The styles, the surprises, the moments that everyone will be talking about come Monday morning, all happening right here with our special Oscar pre-show. My man, Don Lemon, down in the thick of it on the red carpet, in the mix, talking to celebrities that are arriving. I could hear the cheers. There's a lot of energy coming from that carpet, Don.
I don't know if you can see me, but I have gone full Hollywood with the sunglasses and everything.
Yeah, you're pretty Hollywood, baby.
It's really exciting. Listen, there's a reason for these sunglasses. You remember last year when we were here and it was raining?
Do
we
I
were
remember?
Poking the tent up with broomsticks. Oh, my goodness. Well, this year the weather couldn't be more beautiful. It's actually, the temperature is perfect. People are all excited. They're here. The stars are starting to arrive in just a little bit. They haven't really officially opened the red carpet yet, just like a second ago when we went on the air. But you look fabulous. So,
thank
who
you.
are you wearing?
Thanks for asking. I'm styled by my stylist, Pilar Steinborn. She's watching at home. Hey, P. You look fabulous, too, baby. Who are you wearing?
Well, I think I'm wearing a lovely, let me show you this, Armani Sartorial.
Very nice.
Armani,
Very nice.
And then with a little help from Tom Ford with a big bow tie. But I got a question for you. Also, I have this Thomas Pink, which is a self-tie, smaller bow tie. Which one do you think?
You're trying to decide? Go big or go home.
Yeah.
My
you helped me
thoughts.
last year. Yeah. All right, good.
Yeah.
Then I'm good because I don't have to retie
Go big or
this.
go home.
We're all good.
Okay.
We're all good. As soon as they
trying
start
to
to
have
arrive,
Don not
we'll bring him here.
We're trying not to have Don change on the red carpet. He's already done that once this afternoon. So try and keep the clothes on, Don Lemon. We'll be back to you in a moment, baby. We know the eyes of the world are focused squarely on Hollywood tonight. An Academy Award win is the ultimate endorsement every actor wants. 8 films are up for the Best Picture, generally right now being seen as a 3-horse race between The Revenant, Spotlight, and The Big Short. It also is the year of the controversy that can't be ignored, the Oscars so white debate. You can expect Chris Rock is going to address that head on, but the big question is, how is Hollywood going to react? Another question on a lot of people's minds, is this finally going to be Leonardo DiCaprio's year? It's his 5th acting nomination. He's also scored at all of the big prizes leading up to Oscar in the preseason. A lot of folks, maybe even, I think it's safe to say, a lot of those people in the industry are rooting for him. But the question is, will the Academy follow popular opinion? Tonight is about you. You get to sound off. We know you talk to the television already, but you can do it. Talk to us. Keep the conversation going. Keep your eye on the bottom of the screen. We're going to pop up questions that we want you to answer. In fact, here's one right now. What film is going to win Best Picture? Just head to cnn.com/awards vote anytime tonight. Tell us what you think, and you can watch the results pop up in real time. It's going to be cool. We'll do it all evening. But I'm not alone on the bridge. Oh, no. I have a few friends. I have a friend all the way from Canberra, Australia. She is Fandango correspondent and international film critic Alicia Malone. And I have to just share this. You dreamed as a little girl of being on the red carpet, and you thought it was just a pipe dream. Yet here you are.
I'm geeking out right now because when I was 15, I wrote down on my goals to go to the red carpet at the Oscars. I had no idea how it was going to happen, and now,
she
I'm
can
there.
touch it.
I'm
She's
right
there.
Here.
So this is a big year. We talked about the controversy. We know that there's a lot of questions about how Chris Rock is going to do, but we know that Oscar is about the films. What are you expecting film-wise?
Well, this is a really interesting year, especially if you're a film nerd like I am, because it's pretty unpredictable. I mean, apart from a couple of categories that are a lock, it really could go any way, particularly for Best Picture.
Well, let's bring up all the nominees, in fact, as we know that there are a lot of really great films, and it's interesting. Many of them are based on real stories. These are true stories. A lot of them adapted, 4 of them, in fact, inspired by true events. So we got The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, which we know has a cult following, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, Spotlight. All great films in their own right.
Yeah, and usually you look at the Guild Awards to predict who's going to take home Best Picture, but the Screen Actors Guild, the Directors Guild, and the Producers Guild all gave their top prizes to 3 different movies, Spotlight, The Revenant, and The Big Short.
So you don't really have a clear indicator.
No, and many experts are saying The Revenant because it is that kind of big, bold movie that the Academy loves. But I'm going to go against the experts, and I saw at home it's only got 9% right now. I'm going to go with The Big Short for the Best Picture winner because it won the top prize at the Producers Guild Awards.
You don't give it to Spotlight?
No, I don't give it to Spotlight. That could sneak in, but I think because of the crossover between the Producers Guild and the Academy and the way that they vote for their top prize, exactly the same the way as they vote for Best Picture with this preferential voting system.
But
I know it's nerdy, but I love this stuff.
I love nerdy. I love it too. The fact is, we've been seeing how much momentum The Revenant has been getting. It has won some 16 awards, including 3 Golden Globes and 5 BAFTAs. Leonardo DiCaprio has won some 6 awards already leading up to the Oscars. You're voting against The Revenant.
And I could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
I could be
People
wrong.
have been wrong in Oscars.
But because of this preferential voting system, when they vote from 1 to 8 and then you get a number of points per numbering, The Revenant is a really divisive film. So I think that a lot of people either love it and will give it a lot of points or don't like it and won't give it as much, whereas The Big Short is very well liked.
It's interesting, too, to talk about the personality, if you can. We'll talk about the makeup of the Academy a little more when we have the conversation about Oscars So White. But in terms of the voting patterns of the Academy, is there a way to sort of read into how they tend to think about films that are big pictures, about big American stories? Because there's several American stories within the Best Picture field.
Yeah, usually it does go to a true story and a true American story. And there are several stats that you can look at history-wise. I mean, The Revenant, if it wins tonight, Alejandro Inarritu will be the first director to ever win back-to-back Best Picture Oscars.
Right.
And it's really hard for a film to win Best Picture without also getting a screenplay nomination. The Revenant doesn't have that. I would love to see Mad Max take it, personally.
So, you know, it's interesting. I think Mad Max is probably one of the more divisive films because you hear from people, they either loved it or they just don't get it. And some people are surprised that it made it into that category. You weren't surprised.
I wasn't surprised. I think this is a film they should teach at film school because of the way it has action, telling story and character, rather than having someone just come in and tell you everything and then walk away. But a lot of people say it's just one long car chase. But I love Charlize's character. I thought she was brilliant, and
there's some incredible girl power in that film, in her role. I have to tell you, Brooklyn is a film that I think that is really interesting to see in this category as well. Sort of a smaller film. It's a quiet film as well. It's all about story.
Yeah, very quiet film, beautiful love story. I think anyone who moves away from home can relate to it.
We both have.
Saoirse Ronan is so brilliant in that role. I mean, she's heartbreaking. But I watched the movie again with some friends, and they were like, "This is boring." I was like, no, come on, it's beautiful.
No, it's a lovely film. If you haven't seen it at home, I strongly encourage you to see that. You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
By the way, she says she's a geek, but this geek is fine. Just saying.
Fun to dress
All right,
up.
our party is just getting started on the red carpet. Stay with us for all of the stars, all of the fashion, bow ties and all, and maybe even a few surprises. You're watching Hollywood's Biggest Night.